I live in an apartment building where the walls are so thin, you can hear everything. I can tell when Mrs. Rodriguez downstairs makes popcorn, when Mr. Lee next door sneezes, and when someone in the hallway forgets to close their door properly. That's just how this place is. So, when I started hearing sounds coming from the apartment directly above me, I didn't think much of it at first. It wasn't shouting or music, just a slow dragging sound. It sounded like someone was moving furniture, dragging something heavy across the floor. It always happened after 11:30 p.m., right when I was about to fall asleep. The sound didn't come every night, maybe once a week, sometimes a few nights in a row, but always late. At first, I told myself it was just a neighbor rearranging their room, but after a while, I started realizing how strange it was. Who moves furniture every few nights, and always at midnight? Then, the sound changed. Instead of the usual dragging, one night I heard it stop completely. Then, a single soft tap came from right above my bed. I froze. My heart started pounding. It wasn't loud, but it was too clear to be random, to focused. Then it tapped again and it was louder this time. "Hello," I whispered, staring at the ceiling. But what I get in return is silence. I held my breath. 10 seconds passed. Then, I heard the tap again. And this time, it's 3 quick knocks, in a rhythm. Not random, not an accident. Someone was answering me. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, with barely any energy, I went upstairs to check the apartment 3A. I knocked softly, and no response. I knocked again, louder. Still nothing. I tried opening the door handle, and it's locked. That afternoon, I caught the building manager, Mr. Peterson, near the mailboxes. "Hey, Mr. Peterson," I said, trying to sound casual. I told him the person in 3As have been making some noise at night, and it is affecting my rest at night. He stopped and frowned. "Apartment 3A, he said. "That apartment has been empty for nearly a year," he said again. My stomach tightened. "Empty? Are you sure? I've been hearing things up there almost every night," I told him again. He chuckled. "You must be hearing the building creak. Girl, the last lady who lived there left it a mess. We're still repairing parts of the floor. Maybe it's the pipes, or bats in the rafters." He gave my shoulder a pat and walked away. But I'm still shocked about the apartment above me was being empty. That night, I couldn't bring myself to sleep in my bed. I moved to the couch in the living room, far away from the ceiling of 3A. It was quiet that night, completely still. But the next night, I told myself I had to face it. Maybe it was all in my head. Maybe I just needed to prove it to myself. So I went back to my room. I turned off the lights and lay on my back, staring up at the ceiling. 11 p.m. passed. 11:30. Midnight, but still nothing. I started to relax. Maybe Mr. Peterson was right. Maybe it was the building settling. Then came the sound. Slow, deep, dragging. I tensed, holding my breath. The sound came again, but longer this time. But it didn't sound like furniture anymore. It sounded like something heavy. Like a body being dragged across concrete. It moved slowly across the ceiling until it stopped directly above my bed. I waited, gripping the sheets, afraid to move. Then came another sound, a soft, scraping noise, like fabric being peeled off the floor, or a carpet being pulled back. And then I heard him, a man's voice, barely above a whisper. He was humming, not talking but humming a slow, broken lullaby, like he was trying to calm someone. I couldn't breathe. My eyes watered from fear. Then I heard him sigh, as if he was right there above me, leaning down, inches away through the ceiling. I didn't move. I just lay there, frozen, staring at the ceiling until morning light filled the room. When I finally got up, I packed a few things and stayed at a motel for a few nights. I couldn't stand to go back. But curiosity has a way of pulling you in, doesn't it? So, after 3 days, I went home again. The apartment was cold and silent. Everything looked normal. For a while, I convinced myself it had just been my imagination. But that night, as I sat quietly, I noticed something new. Small, but clear. A light layer of dust had fallen from the ceiling above my bed, and right in the center of it, faint but real, were handprints, pressed down, like someone had been leaning there for hours, listening. Now I sleep on the couch every night with my lights on. Then some weeks later, I move out of the house because I can't stand to stay in that apartment again. Please like and subscribe for more stories.